Well, this is what I'm headed for. That gap right there. Hoosier Pass. This is when things become really fun, because the speed limit generally along here is 65. We are only doing 35, and this is like really cool because we're headed to Hoosier Pass. All right, somebody with bicycles, that rocks. So anyway, it's a gorgeous Monday morning. It's the 5th of November, and it's really pretty out here. And here we are, famous Alma, Colorado. Yep, used to have only one bar, but now there's several. There's a whole bunch of houses. It's like people suddenly realize that, oh, the state takes better care of Hoosier Pass. Maybe we can get skiers to stay over here in Alma. But still cute, still nice, still funny. Good stuff. So this is my kind of goofy new car, and it has this thing, I don't know if you can see it or not, that says intelligent four-wheel drive. Yeah, it hasn't been intelligent yet since I've had this car. And here we are, Hoosier Pass. The wind's blowing, it's snowing, and away we go. Of course, in the infinite wisdom of all the car builders in the United States, there isn't a single smooth, flat surface on the inside of the dash so that you can attach things like GoPros, like what I'm using right now. So I'm stuck. I have to hold this. The speed limit going up here is generally 60 miles an hour. We're only doing 45. Road conditions are marginal at best. And with the wind blowing, it's going to be fun. So anyway, I'm going to turn it back on when things get dicey. The traction law is enacted in the state, in this part of the state of Colorado. Any commercial vehicles must chain up. All other vehicles must have adequate snow tires and all-wheel drive this time. This is fun. This is so much fun. Yep, first climb up Hoosier. First little hill. Not doing too bad. Lots and lots of vehicles way behind me though. It's not too bad really. This is a 5-mile summit climb. The fun's going to be going down the north side where all the switchbacks are. And yes, I use the whole road because I'm the only one up here. Yeah, we're down to 40. I'm not pressing it. The hill to my left is about 2,000 feet straight down with trees. Lots of trees. So it's not really straight down, but it's fairly vertical. Vertical enough to be a bit of an issue. Oncoming traffic, I have to share the road. Now down to 35. Ooh, I creep back up to 40. Sun's trying to come out. pretty. Of course, being raised in upstate New York like I was, I tend to enjoy winter anyway. And yes, I was raised in other parts of the world, but we landed in New York after being in the eastern part of the world. Yeah, I'm definitely not pushing it. Isn't too bad. It's not too good either. Now, as far as I can tell, I'm still out here alone behind me. We've gotten about 3 or 4 inches of snow up here. It's kind of cool. Road is changing because we're going to have a groove center line because we are about at the top of Hoosier Pass. I'm going to see how the parking lot looks at the overlook and take a pause for a moment because I think I'd rather come down the switchback parts. All the heck with it, I'm driving through. Yeah, I dry shaved this morning and my face feels all hot and burny. And here we are, the top of the famous Hoosier Pass. And somebody got stuck. Ooh, down there is Blue River, Breckenridge, Frisco, and Silverthorne in the cloud. All right, this is going to get a bit dodgy because this gets real fast. And yes, I turned on my select to drive so that way I can control the gears that I'm in. People are zooming up this side up the north side, headed to the south. Yes, that sign actually says what it says. People up here stick stickers all over traffic signs. And the first little tight corner. Icing a bit snow spacked, down to 20 miles an hour. Of course, I probably go this slow even during the summer, so it's not a big deal. The fun part's going to be watching Vail Pass. Right? And here's another right-hander. Kind of grab the car a little bit, and we're sliding out. And here comes a snowplow. Yeah, we slid around most of that corner because Neil was going a bit too fast. Hey, Well, I thought that was a Tesla coming. A lot of cars today are all starting to look the same to me. Hey, was that a cool shot or what? Hey, yeah, that is. See the rear view mirror down in the lower left corner? That is kind of a cool shot. Watch stuff zooming around. All right, here we go. Coming up the next hairpin. And this one's real. And this time I'm going to go slow enough that I don't slide out. Manually shifted it down to first gear. Well, manually. I pushed the button. And as a kid, when I was growing up, this corner is one of the corners that used to pool up with an ice skating rink, and if you weren't aware that it was icy, you generally ended up over there in the field. And a lot of people who first time drove around here for that ended up into the field. They didn't realize that right about here there was a bad spot. And I'm sliding out again. There we go. That's awesome. Alright, shifted it up into third. Gonna let it glide a little bit. Ooh, we're up to 30. Ah, somebody made it past the snowplow. Somebody caught up to me. Or is catching up anyway. So, and if this guy doesn't have chains and realizes that when he pulls down in the Breckenridge he's in big trouble, because he is a commercial vehicle. Looks like he was readjusting his head, which would be about right. So we're back down into second. Doing about 25. We're holding on the gear. Engine speed's about 3,500. It's increasing a little bit because it's a bit of a steep slope. And I realize in the video it doesn't look that way, but it is. Alright, apply a little brake as we're coming to a jinky corner. Things are jinky these days. I'm so tired of people cussing and swearing, and the main dialogue in a movie is cussing and swearing instead of, you know, creative words like jinky and gee willikers. Here we go, and here's the jink. Quick left, a little bit more aggressive right, and then a hard left. I'm really surprised these trees have survived all these years right there on the right side of the road. And we have people coming down here going slower than I am. Wow. Hey, you should have cleaned your car off, Texas. Rolling snowballs. Visitors to this state don't understand that the rolling snowball theory like that burns a lot more gasoline than if you just clean your car off so that you can have less weight. And here's the other famous corner that had a skating rink on it. When I came to this corner, when I was a kid driving up here to go skiing, I used to drive in the left lane because right about here used to be an ice patch, and you went off the road. You ate the railing. You didn't have a choice. Yes, I'm holding this by hand because I kind of don't have a choice. Now, those were the easy turns. We're coming up on the big turns now. Here, down about a mile or so. You know, this is actually really beautiful up here. Some of my friends actually have money and they actually live up here year round, and it makes me giggle because it's an expensive place to live, and you have to be able to play golf. Even though everybody rides a bicycle and they use bicycles for training and health and whatnots, golf is the summer sport. Skiing is the winter sport. And of course our kids are become park rats on snowboards. But sadly I was not born to a lot of money, but I wasn't born to enough money to just live up here and hang out and play guitar. All right, the next two corners are rather progressive. Yeah, if it sounds like I have this road kind of memorized, I really kind of do. Because this road links us to the boys' favorite ski areas as well as to our favorite downhill mountain biking park. And this corner I've always loved this part of this corner. That gorgeous little cabin right there. It's been there ever since I've ever known. And the funny thing is, nobody has ever landed in the front porch. But it's getting old, it's getting kind of dilapidated. And there we go. Now we're coming back to a few more easier corners. Yeah, even the guy in the pickup truck thought he had everything under control as slid out on that last corner behind me. Yeah. Ah, there's a snowplow up here. And he's just waiting. And we're dropping down into what's commonly known as Blue River. It's actually a pretty little town. Snowplows turning on the highway. Alright, Neil's going to use the whole road again. Yes, I can't keep this thing level because I just can't. Yep, I've got it up in the third gear. We're just kind of free rolling down here. My intelligent all-wheel drive isn't doing anything, but my gas mileage is 99 miles to the gallon. It's because I'm not using the gas pedal. I know this guy behind me probably wants to pass, but oh well. You know. But it says do not pass. I guess this is the new lazy thing. Drive along with snow all over your car and look like a queen. This is actually the hamlet called Blue River. You're not going to see much because it's up to the right side of the road. And this thing over here on the left is a giant mud bog that for a while there's a real estate company trying to sell. I'm going to have to pull over here a little bit because of the fact that traffic's lining up behind me and I don't feel like driving any faster because, let's face it, I'm driving a Ford. I'm not driving a Subaru. I like Subarus. The funny thing is with all this snow, none of the ski areas are open yet. I take that back. I think Loveland and A-Basin are open. But it's been kind of warm up here, so I doubt the runs are worth anything. Other than to tear up a pair of skis or snowboard. Put a political plug in here. I hope that you voted for your political choices, because we do need to vote. We need to be involved. We are the people, and the government is for the people, not for the government. Although for a few years now they've kind of acted like they were their own country, but they're not. And we have a guy plowing something right here, back and forth and back and forth, so hopefully he's not going to pop back out. And we have more snow. No, he's not. He went all the way up his driveway, or the driveway. That's what the sky looks like. During the summer, I pull over and just let people by, because I tend not to drive super fast down this road anyway. But I do tend to do the speed limit. And people who live and work up here are always late and running, and they're in a hurry, and they get backed up behind you. And yes. Off to the right is a private fishing pond. You can't really see it because it's not all that clear, but if you want to go fishing there, you don't need a fishing license, but you need to be a member of the private club, which is more expensive than a fishing license. So, oh boy. Mercedes coming down the hill, sliding on its ABSs. Well, this is what we call the work continues. Alright, we're almost in the Breckenridge, and then I'm going to turn this off because Breckenridge is boring, Breckenridge is boring. It's a ski town and a party town. And of all things, when we were kids in high school, we used to come up here and buy pot. They decided that they didn't want to sell pot in Breckenridge. Yeah, make that make sense. And Anyway, what can I say? And besides that, I'm almost out of battery on this first battery I've got going here. Because we've been up here been on video here for a little over 22 minutes. And we're driving into more snow, which makes it even more fun. Hey, look. There's what they use for the big hills. How would you like to put chains on that? Not a chance. Ooh, we're almost up to 40. He'll took his foot off the gas finally. And Blue River just passed under us. Well, it's just more of the same now, all the way down in the Breckenridge. It's just a basic road. So I am going to turn off the video so I can have two hands on the wheel when I get into town. And here is Breckenridge. Ta-da! Complete with a yellow flashing light that says blink high, blink high, blink high. Oh, I'm a bit nervous driving today, as you might could possibly figure out and tell. All right, till we go to page 2 on Vail. All right, here we go. We're playing with Vail Pass and a large truck right now. And there's another one going even slower. I'm trying to get around, brother. Oh, there's 3 of you. Yep, everybody's got their chains on. I'm barely doing 45. Yeah, this is what Vail looks like when you're not careful. And there's people behind me who want to go faster than I do. That's fine. And I only have 79 miles to go to get to Glenwood and 158 to get to Grand Junction. I've basically traversed half my distance. But that's all right. So, anyway, while we can't see anything out front, see, this is most times when people die is when they do a selfie, but that was kind of cute. I enjoyed that. Yep. Yeah, about 45's the top end for now. We're going to take a look. See what the police feel like. See if they pull everybody over. But we are actually headed up Vail. That's Copper Mountain over there. That's the ski area. Yeah, it's clouded in a little bit. But just turned my high beams on simply because I should. And the sun looks like it's trying to peep out. And by the way, the state of Colorado has a really interesting chain law process. All commercial vehicles, that includes 15 passenger vans, buses, trucks, box trucks, equipment vans like the one that our company has, that's just basically a 15 passenger with no seats and a bulkhead in between the passenger seats and the storage area. They all have to carry chains. They're not allowed to do this stuff without chains. Now, the twist is when we get to private vehicles, you have to have adequate snow tires, all-wheel drive, and all-season tires or mud and snows. Well, this car has mud and snows and what they call intelligent four-wheel drive, which I was playing with in Breckenridge while I wasn't on video, and it tends to get in and grunt. I was kind of impressed with it because the roads in Breckenridge were terrible while I was driving through the center of town, and I was playing with it. I wanted to see what it was going to do before I got up here on Vail Pass. Yes, you too can go to Vail Pass. Yeah, but anyway, I'm a bit nervous. That's why I'm talking so much, because new car, new winter season, a few new laws. It's kind of scary. That's all I can say. It's just kind of scary. God, this is gorgeous. Oh, broken chains on the highway. Here, one more selfie. This time I'm looking out the front of the car window. Isn't that nice? So I've been sitting here thinking about, okay, I need to do something about creating a flat surface, or making my own flat porous glass type surface, so that when I drive like this, I can put it on the dashboard and kind of stick it down so that I can stick my GoPro to it, because my GoPro has to be vertical. This actually isn't too bad, but I'm not going to push it. Sorry, Gary. You know, this particular install run takes me 3 days. Welcome to Colorado, brother. Don't we love it? We just love it. Yes, we do. Way cool. I'm being passed by somebody with a scimitar on their car. Yeah. You know, I kind of look at him and I wonder, because his car has Colorado plates, but his brain says California or Florida. So, anyway, actually, this has been really nice. I might slow down when I go over Vail Pass more often, because I'm just about at Vail Summit. And then when I start down the backside, I'm going to put on the select drive and try and keep it slowed down and moved down. Of course, you guys looking at this video don't actually see the density of the snow that I do looking in real life, because a CCD camera is not adjusted by the fact that we get snow blindness by the blue reflection off of the snowflakes. Okay, the lens on this camera doesn't see that. It just sees the outside world. It doesn't see the odd reflections causing snow blindness. Changing lanes. And that car has no tags. Isn't that cool? But he's got a UNC sticker on the back end. Yeah, something I didn't show you as we were going up there where that rest area was. There were about 3 trucks off to the right side of the highway in the ditch, and poor state patrol officer was standing there scratching his head, being the only state patrol officer up there at the moment. All right, here we are, Vail Summit. This is the summit, and we get to drive by Stanley Securities. I wonder if they use HP computers with their security systems. Bit of distance, drop it to 4th. I felt it kick in, change to the right lane. And yeah, by the way, when I talk to myself all the time when I drive. this is not a race. This is the trip. This is the way that we get to our destination. And your life and my life has many destinations. Yeah, I'm getting all weird, but that's okay. Hey, we're high enough that the sun's shining. We're at the top of the clouds. Wait until we drop down into Vail. Vail might actually be sunny. This is actually really nice. Alright, here we go. Chuck shoes, lower gears, da 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 da. We're dropping down the hill. Third gear. There's our famous snowplow trains. And oddly enough, even though it appears they're blocking traffic, it actually works because it makes everybody pace. Makes people act safer. Aha, there went the heavy hauler up to go pull those trucks out of the snow, out of the ditch. Yeah, I'm turning my four ways on, just let people know I am not going very fast. And I'm not gonna. Look at that ray of sun coming down. Yeah, you can see it. That's actually really cool. All right, Neil, quit looking out the window and start looking where you're going. Well, I get paid by the hour, so I'm going to survive this. Since I get paid by the hour, I don't need to be the big giant. Oh, here's that car with the funny license plate. Looks like somebody printed their own plates. I have no idea what that is. Still no. Looks like a Mexican plate. Gorgeous blonde behind the wheel, though. Whoa. Honey, you didn't hear me say that. Aha. This is a rental car. And they don't know how to drive in this stuff. She's a young lady. She's going for a job interview in Vail. I hope it works out, honey. This is a wonderful place to live. And this is what it looks like looking out the cab of my car. There's a lot of stuff hanging on my windshield. And as you can see, the car's in neutral. There's no drive activation. Third gear, turn the high beams off because it's not as bad as it was. And we're back up where we can see stuff. Those of you who've never been over Donner Pass in California, that's a truck runaway ramp. Of course, they should normally have the snow plowed so a truck will be able to go up the slope. slide, but they don't this time. Oh boy. Don't tell me all this is going to clear. Be in Vail by 9 o'clock. Grand Junction by 1, maybe 2. My goal is to complete my tasks this next couple of days. In the next couple of days. Oh, that's gorgeous. Can you see that mountain up there in the sunshine? Yeah. Neil's having fun. Oh, truck stuck. No chains. Oh, has he got a big ticket coming? That truck was eastbound on the uphill side of Vail Pass, and he was stuck. He was just sitting there, chink, chink, spinning. Because he didn't chain up all his drive wheels. Yeah, which reminds me, Gary, we're supposed to... I really kind of always considered these Escapes commercial car vehicles. We need to get chains, but chains is against the lease. What an odd thing. They did let us have all-wheel drive. Just made it so that I can get over Vail Pass. That is just absolutely gorgeous. I hope you guys can see it. And by the way, we're still not down Vail Pass. East to west climb is easy. It's short, it's sweet, because you're already at altitude in Frisco, Breckenridge, Silverthorne, and all that. But when you come down to Vail, you're actually dropping lower to Vail. Vail's actually at a lower altitude than Breckenridge and Frisco and that group, so. This guy took a drive off into the snow. Kind of looks like he was trying to slow down. Oh, he lost a pair of wheels. Wow. Huh, so he's probably going to get disconnected from that trailer. Looks like his axle broke, actually. Wow. First snow is always the coolest. Now this truck runway ramp is an odd one because it doesn't go uphill. It actually goes downhill and it sinks deeper into a rock. You'd have to look it up on Google how they make truck runway ramps in Colorado, because it's kind of interesting that you tend to actually end up, oh, this one does finally go uphill. Okay. Yeah, I'm not in a hurry to change lanes, girls, let me tell you. Okay, remember me telling you that they should plow it? Well, there's one that's kind of plowed. That will actually create a big wreck. All right, we are about at East Vail. Shield's getting all snotted up. I'm going to wait to clean it until after I get past the truck. Slutty Bark firsts. Full-size trucks can now officially go faster than 45. And we're dropping down in East Vale, and as you can see, it's really, really wet and slushy now. So, and I really do kind of need to have two hands to drive through Vale. Because with my luck, there'd be some sort of Vale police officer who notices that I'm playing with things. There it is, the sign for East Vale, exit 180. By the way, that's 180 miles from the Utah-Colorado border. Anyway, success, we're over the pass, life is good.